I just live by the ABCs. Adventurous, brave, creative.
What'd you know about the building?
I heard barking, thought I smelled gas. Oh my god. That really happened.
Hey, even look at that. Hey, even look at that.
I can't really talk right now. I'm on my way to a volcano.
What the?
Son of a bitch! Give me a drink!
Guys, today we're gonna wheeze the juice. Dry hopped. Double dry hopped. I don't know how it's really double. It's only 6%. This is from Decker. They are in North Dakota, I believe. And seeing how Mule Team's not here, I was kind of in the mood to have a IPA. Picked up a few things from them. More breweries need to work on stouts. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Right off the bat, I'm getting some fruitations, and just remember, people, sometimes you just have to stop and smell the flowers. It smells really citrusy and fruity and hoppy. And cheers, Scotsman. Not bad, as long as you're drinking. No, just kidding. You stop. Definitely has a little heavier mouthfeel. I'm gonna say what I have left over on my sensory glands right now is actually a serious grapefruit. And I'm actually kind of shocked that I'm getting anything because I was happily on my way down here, and when I hopped out of the shower, I could hear my brother-in-law was here. So of course, we had to talk about politics and guns. And I started thinking, well, if I'm going to be sitting here not doing anything, I'm going to have some of them gosh darn awesome peanuts the last batch that I made. And I ended up finishing them. I still haven't gotten feedback from Matt on what the owner of the bar thought. Maybe I just don't care anymore. Okay. Missing out on the club was Smile Money saying, some people use credit cards like debit cards because they just don't or do not carry cash. And they pay the balance monthly. It's called self-control of... Oh, never mind. Harmarsh, cheers, clubbers. Okay, so first in was Smile Money saying wow. Second in is Harmarsh saying 2. Clyde says 3rd. Then Clyde says Whiskey and Revolution for all. And then Scotsman says whiskey. Let me see how many whiskeys there are so I know, okay. Uh-oh. It might be COVID Smile. Yeah, I think it's. I'm sure right now somebody's writing it up as COVID because everything's COVID these days. Doesn't really matter how you died. You died from COVID. I think Grandma should participate. Oh, I have to admit though, those peanuts definitely got my nose are running. That was a perfect batch. I mean, if I'm gonna make them for somebody else, I can tell you right now, Jeremy, pre-dawn, that was the batch. I have to make sure I have some of those on hand next time you're here to get a comparison. I mean, Those are so freaking good. If I went in a business and started sending out goobers, people would be marching to my doorstep. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but that last batch, that was freaking... You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't try to tear down my... Discourage, don't try to tear down my good mood, okay? Don't Joey me. That's like another way of saying cock blocked. Except for Joey doesn't really block any cocks. He sucks anything that's dangled in front of him, for God's sakes. It's like, you know, he's a pirate. He's a freaking slutty hooker pirate is what he is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Nighthop saw these yesterday and sent me some bona fide ideas on how to display them for in the Star Trek room. And he definitely had a great idea. Actually, if I were to use, well, I wouldn't be using this. I'd be using something like this. Go up to like Michael's or somewhere, and I don't want to knock anything over, but my favorite picture right here that Lily did for me, the charcoal. Wow, I tell you, the lighting really makes it look like the Joker. All right, well, that lighting sucks. If it wasn't such a bitch to get it down, I'd show it to you. But get a big frame like. Where's the gas pipe? There's the gas pipe, and then there's Alice. Get a big picture frame like that, and then display them. And I would just do shit that would make John's head fucking explode. I could maybe even get like some kind of a Star Trek thing behind it, like maybe the Enterprise, and then put the cards all over it, so you could still just barely make out the ship behind. But yeah, there's some good ones in here. I got the Joey Cuz Spock look. We've got the Janice Rand with her big eyes. Scotty. Jerk off. Carbon life forms. Back up of the same thing. Yeah, there's some good ones in here. Put them on display. Wesley Crusher one. Is that worth anything? Asking for a friend. Okay. Oh, and by the way, the Joey, the walking around gun is the SW-99, and because I was in the safe, I felt compelled to get out the RoboCop gun. Don't even tell me that this thing would not be badass in the form of a double stack with a threaded barrel. I'm sorry, it just would be. I might have to put aside a little envelope and put a little in there until I can afford to make that a reality. Seems how I did lose a gun with the anticipation of doing that, but then Smile Money, I made some of these weird crazy things called life decisions, and paid some shit off as opposed to doing that. But love this gun. Rock Island. Don't care what anyone says. First of all, if you have a problem at all, I'd be surprised. And if you do have a problem, probably the best thing you could do is send it back to them to fix it, because they'll fix shit. They'll Smile Money. They'll fix shit that wasn't broken. Harmarsh, I got 3 notifications for the Ebomi channel on Rumble tonight. Nice. Crazy Scotsman, 1:37. Too much time wasted talking about the hooker. Really? There's really too much time when you're talking about a hooker? Oh, my ex. Yeah, you're right. That was a waste of fucking time. She was a waste of fucking time. Think about how how much more of my life I could have had if, just dropped the seed, got two fantastic daughters out of the deal, and then moved on. Brad Thomas, hell yeah, brother. Brad, you're huge, Brad. Ben N, top 10. Rich Huff, cheers. Rich, if I remember, I'll have to. I think I have your number in my phone. I got 2 out of 3 packages out today. Harmarsh, I apologize. Yours was not one of them. I need to do whatever the frickin' customs bullshit is and make sure that I get that on its way. But Clyde was a lucky winner of one of David's books on Christine's show. Somehow, David talked about bringing over a couple books for Christine and a couple books for me to give away, and then somehow Christine ended up with all 4 of them. But it's okay. I'm not really holding any grudges, David, asshole. Yeah. So she gave well, technically I think she gave 2 away. I gotta double check. I gotta double check the records. I think technically, Mrs. Nyhap was supposed to get an autographed. Okay, I'm gonna step in on this shit. If at least one of those 4 books was supposed to go to me to do what I wanted with, I think Mrs. Nyhap should get it. But I need to get David to come back down here and doodle something very special in the book because it's for Mrs. Nyhap. I'm just saying. And I'm also going to say that I need a break over there because she told me I could definitely save some money. And but I did not know this. I did not know that Shackley offered alternatives to taking all sorts of bad shit for allergies and sinus attacks and everything I go through really bad 2 times of the year, the spring and then at the end of the year. And Mrs. Nyhap, I did not get the opportunity to jump on the website to even look. I'm not even sure what I'm looking for. Hopefully, all you have to do is send me a link or tell me what it is that I'm supposed to go find at Shackley, and I will place the order for it. And I will. She said that I should stay true to it for give it at least 3 months or so. Just yeah, I know some of that stuff takes a little time to get in your system and get working, but I definitely am going to go that route. And I know I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. One of the most important things you can possibly do, more important than that next gun or even that next drink or whatever your vice is to take care of yourself. And I am here to tell you that the Shackley products, and no, as a matter of fact, no, I wish, I guess technically in a way I'm sort of sponsored because both Mrs. Nyhap and Nyhap are nice every now and then and send me some batches of stuff, but we have an account, we order stuff, we have stuff that's on an auto renewal. Christine actually turned a few things off I think it was last night or 2 nights ago because we're really starting to stack up on a few things, so I need to put the brakes on. But the one thing I will never not have in the regiment is the daily multivitamins. This time of the year, or should I say because of the pandemic, make sure that you're on a multivitamin. You're getting zinc in your system. We do the zinc and the vitamin D. I do vitamin C in the multi, but now I want to up the ante for the stuff to try to fight the allergy naturally instead of doing double dosage of NyQuil or Dayquil or cocaine, whatever. Ignore that last one. That really, well, it actually does sort of help for antihistamines, but there's repercussions. I'm just kidding. But you guys, I can't say it enough. You need to take care of yourself, and I'm just telling you. For me, everybody might have a different thing. Mrs. Nyhap and Nyhap hooked me up with stuff from Shackley years ago. And it was like, yeah, whatever. It's a multivitamin. I'm God. I can do whatever. I can drink me all I want and go to work next day, and I'm just fine. And just because I'm getting older doesn't make things like climbing a ladder a difficulty. But when you're like religiously following what Mrs. Nyhap says to do, and then all of a sudden you run out, or you don't feel like getting that because you're like going, okay, that's that whole setup for me and Christine is like $80 a month. Oh my God, I can't believe I spent $80 a month to take care of my body. Hang on a second, I gotta place my order for Red Bull energy drinks and pick up another $400 worth of alcohol for next month. I know. Smile money. Poor decision making. That is something that I have been great at since like the age of 16, okay? But when I run out of Shackley and think, I just run down to the nutrition center or Walgreens or whatever you have in your area, and I'll pick up the most expensive of whatever I was getting from Shackley, because that's got to be equivalent. No, it hasn't been. It hasn't been. The shit that has worked for me is from them. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to turn it into an infomercial, but taking care of yourself. I have some people that mean a lot to me that are going through some pretty lousy shit. And I've promised to, and I'm getting sick and tired of saying goodbye to really good friends. So, take care of yourselves. That's everything from stopping doing dumb shit to, I remember, and you should appreciate somebody saying it. If you want me to individualize this, McLean, you need to ease off on the fucking cocaine and strippers this weekend, okay? I'm just saying, as a friend, I care about you. I remember in a brewery review, I don't know how many shots I did. And when that video went live, about 5 minutes later, I got a phone call from Ed. And he's like, I'm not your dad. I'm your friend. I'm a member of your family. And I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but I'm worried about you. And I was like, Ed, don't worry. I've actually never had a shot of alcohol on this channel yet. No, I just kidding. I just told him, I said, no, I appreciate it. I really do. And for the most part, like I've already said, I just, I honestly, I've cut way back. I've cut way back on the drinking. You guys that see me during Locked and Loaded, if I've opened something and I go upstairs, I'll usually finish it during Locked and Loaded. Sometimes, like, I was really enjoying those beers that I got from Quick Trip that Samantha recommended, and I think I had one of those during it. But usually, if you hear me usually you can just hear it, because I know Nyhop's so excited to hear noises that he, really enjoys, like Joey field stripping a fucking Tavor for an hour and a half. You'll hear the ice maker in my refrigerator, because I hop up and I go keep filling up a big glass of water. Usually, in somewhere in the middle there, I'll maybe have some iced tea or some orange juice. But after getting ripped on from the Nyhaps about the sugar content in orange juice, I've even slowed way up on that. I did get a package in. What the fuck? This one is Enoch, Abomii, Enoch. I fucking hate. Oh, and they completely taped the little tabs. I'll show them. You know what? I don't need your stupid little. So I got this $14 knife. Ooh, it's not a shirt. It's not a shirt, and it's not from the usuals. Let's see if some information pertaining to who I can blame is in here. The Jerky Hut makes the perfect gift. Order online anytime. After opening, we recommend that you refrigerate the zipper lock bags for freshness. We appreciate your business. Okay, I've got Carolina Reaper prepared beef jerky. And, okay, this one is a Blake Brothers brand. And this is Papa Dan's American #1 beef jerky. Never heard of it, #1 though. Carolina Reaper. Liquid smokehouse added. Well, I see this one's got teriyaki in the mix. Now, again, I could be wrong, but just looking at how this jerky looks, this looks like the pasty, like Matt was saying. It's all ground up and it's pressed back together, and a lot of times companies just don't do a good job doing that. That old trapper that I got from David and Craig, that was one of the best of that kind of product I've ever had. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like bear shit when I open it. I mean, seriously. Oh, look, he got into some seeds and he shit. And wow, there's some really big ass chunks. Okay, I might be wrong. This I see grizzle and everything else, so this looks like it actually might be a regular old chunk of meat Reaper. Oh yeah. I swear I've had so much beef jerky lately. I think I dislocated my jaw in my sleep. And eating hurts. That's why I stick with beer. Natural. This is natural beef. This is at least the real deal. And it looks good and angry. Got the Reaper residue on there. Except for, you know me. I don't want to eat in front of you guys. I mean, it pisses the hell out of Jeremy. This got good flavor. Papa Dan. At least I don't have to call bullshit on you being #1. It's got a little heat. It doesn't have as much heat as that stuff I got from Jolson. Again, I'm going to attempt to open this with like a $14 buck knife. It's not nearly as awesome as that $90 one. Also, like vacuum pack sealed to hell. Holy shit. I was waiting for the world to implode as the knife broke through the vacuum pack. Okay, again. Blake Brothers, Carolina Reaper prepared beef jerky. Again, it appears to be a very natural piece of meat. beef water, brown sugar. I'm getting that sweetness. Red chili peppers, salt, cayenne reaper pepper, natural smoke flavoring, habanero pepper, cayenne, garlic, lime, onion, black peppers, and celery powder. The flavor on this is very good also. This reminds me a little bit more of the texture from Superior Meats. A little bit harder. Not helping the jaw. I think the Papa Dan still slightly beats it. Harmarsh, hi Ms. Boney. How are you doing? Wow, I didn't get a question that I can send back to him with that one. Gunwild, top 10 bitches. Ooh. The heat's coming on a little bit on that one now. Make my nose run. This is probably not going to help. DFC, not top 10. Read more button. Biatches. Yeah, that didn't help. It's like it moved the heat from my tongue to the back of my throat. Yeah, they both got some good heat. I like that a lot. I think the Papa Dan's does a little bit better job mingling the heat. Of course, I don't know which one is left the heat behind on my tongue. Right now, that is even more intense than the one from Jolson. It's just like snack on my nuts. So I got the not top 10, read more button, biatches. Hey, who needs allergy meds? Then you can just open shit up with Reaper. Ooh. Whoever sent that, thank you. I think this one is probably bringing more heat. But, like I've constantly said, you gotta balance that, because there's shit out there. Like, for instance, while I was cleaning, I found the Satan's toe sucker, and I don't remember if it actually gave, 9 million Scoville ratings. What I'm experiencing right now wasn't as bad as doing one lick off of that sucker. Or, the chocolate kind of mellowed it a little bit because of the sweetness of that. But that sucker, oh my God, that was just stupid. I like where the Papa Dan's is. The Papa Dan's is giving you a good flavor with the heat. Well, eat it as fast as you can because your mouth is going to explode. Multi-Gunman says banned to DFC. Didn't Scourge. What the shiz? Can't even make plumbers sex jokes about Matt helping the neighbor anymore on YouTube. What? You got it removed? You can't do shit. See, here's the thing, guys. I don't know if you know this or not. YouTube is pushing to be like the Disney Channel. They want to cater exclusively to kids. So, guns, bad. I think people like Sticks have it 100% right. You need to establish somewhere else and get your followers to migrate there. He does 4 videos minimum every single day, and he's only putting 2 up on YouTube. So if you're a big fan of Sticks and you want to follow his content, you're not going to do it on YouTube anymore, because he is making sure that and sorry, burp. It's just an example of the stupidity where where we are in our society today. Oh, everything fucking offends me, and we need to cater to, if you were actually to go door to door and say, hey, I'm just wondering, how do you feel about a big fucking ugly transvestite piece of shit that can't identify with a human being is now in our government? And so if you went around and you asked the legitimate questions, I know in my heart the majority by far is going to outweigh these fucking whack jobs that we not only have in charge of our government. My brother-in-law was just telling me, he constantly gets into it with liberals. And he goes, it's so funny because the same batch that was like Trump, 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 Trump for the whole fucking time Trump was in there, they're now going, I can't believe what Biden is doing. Biden, 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 Biden. And Mike just laughs. And he goes, well, you voted for him. I hope you're happy with what you got. So we're talking about not the fraud. We all know the fraud took place. But legitimate Biden voters with nothing but massive regret. I mean, something has to be done before this country is wrecked. So I don't know if at a bare minimum, we're probably going to get fuck city into the midterms in 2 years when everybody, I believe everybody's going to show Biden. I mean, what is one thing, please, if you're a libtard hearing me say this, what is one thing that he's done? I mean, maybe even one thing that he's done that has even made a libtard happy. Because from what I can see, he's fucking anything that moves. He's like Joey on a fucking Friday night at the truck stop. I mean, I hate to even consider laughing because this is our country. This is putting our country, our futures, our children's futures, and our grandchildren's futures on hold because we have a fraudulent, deep state piece of shit loser who is doing nothing but whatever the puppet master says. Puppet master says, try not to piss your pants. Uh-oh. Let that deal go. Smile Money. Were you eating bait from that can? Laugh out loud. Could have been. Clyde. It's not adrenaline. It's acid buildup happens when an animal struggles before it dies. But you can soak it in milk to take the gamey taste out. Or you can just shoot it in the fucking eyeball. Smile Money. I fished Lake Erie for perch, Massachusetts for cod, New Jersey for blues, Lake Raystown for striped bass, Rice Lake, Canada for pike and bass. Planned to go for salmon in Alaska this past summer, but the cruise was canceled. Multi-Gunman says, I unzipped and went fishing for trouser snake once. Does that count? Smile Money says back to him, well, did you land it? Nihap says, Smile, bluefish tastes like shit. Might as well eat an oil-spilled diaper. Next time you're up this way, taste some striped bass. My personal favorite is Tauktung, but there is only a few boats fishing them. I used to spear them back in my ute. Multi-Gunman says to Smile Money, it took some struggling and twisting, but I eventually got it. Oh my god. Clyde, you screw tube did me friggin' bastages. What else is new? Smile Money. E7. E7, he says. Oh, like he thinks he's like fucking on to me. E7 is a hit. E7 is a hit. Sharky, put that down. Smile Money. I can't do a shot for every hit. Yet, you do 3, or was it 4 shots just because, and 2 11% beers. No, you don't like drinking.
Listen, you're fake news. You're fake news.
Sometimes, Smile Money, you have to do things that you don't like for the better. Multi-Gunman, you're back up and making a 1 hour plus videos. We approve. And I can say, yes we are, I try, enjoy. I'm saying, I try. Multi-Gunman, I appreciate every single time I roll through the comments and see that you've been here. Especially after like 2.5 years of no Multi-Gunman. Harmarsh, the intro was Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, yes. Harmarsh, F5. F5. F5 is a miss. Oh, man. Steven, I always knew Matt was the tanker in the Bomi-Back Mountain movie. The Taker. Did I say tanker? Taker. Yeah. My brother Mule Team 66. Sounds yummy. I think you would approve. I think you would like it if you were here. Mule Team 11%, and your first sound is yeah, it was sweeter. It was sweeter than I thought it was. No, it was not boozy. You didn't get a warming. Yeah, you would approve. Steven, oh shit. You got the Ode Pro Brianite Charging Clone flashlight too. I hate the auto lockout on it, but it seems good. Yeah, I haven't. I need to do a video because for the first time, according to John Solar, for the first time ever, Eric has got the opportunity to review a flashlight that is actually just out. Well, probably everybody got it yesterday. Mule Team again? Hi, Christine. She probably saw the comment. She usually doesn't miss this shit. Steve again. Kippers. Frackin' Iron Gut. You know, I have to admit, I was thinking about giving those to my brother-in-law because he's here, and then I'm like going, you know, I don't know what the shelf life is on canned fish, but again, this is a preppable item. Christine would probably give up life before she would allow me to open a can and share it with her. But if it comes down to me or her and that can of herring, I didn't have a problem with it. The remainder of the can, I didn't throw it in the garbage. I brought it upstairs. I dumped it into a Ziploc bag, and I'll have it with a snack. I mean, it's good on crackers. And I'm not a fish guy. I really, other than sockeye smoked salmon, I could give a shit if I ever had fish again. But that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Island Gal. Jules. Jules says cheers and gives me a little heart. I'll give you a little heart back, my fair lady. Stephen, again, Meal Team. Did you just get something from DHL or Amazon? Well, that was kind of vague. Everything I opened yesterday was, I believe, edibles. Not those kinds, Steve. So, today was the beef jerky, and, yeah, that's all. Oops. Steven, Hobson Lead. I said chick at the end, not click. She had a huge set. I can't breathe. I can't breathe and cool. This is great. Oh, excuse me. Used to say Mrs. Sharkey, but fuck her. Ammo Head 73. Oh my god. I have a real doll for sale. Barely used in certain parts. Our dishwasher safe. But if you were just set those parts on fire and contact the factory for some OEM parts, just looking out for you. You sure fire will kill it? I mean, after all those family reunions, you just really don't know what might be on the vinyl, if you know what I mean. Gunwild. In that opening scene, I was expecting Matt to say, "I can't quit you." Laugh out loud. You. Oh. Gunwild. The beer has a strawberry flavor. Oh, did I say strawberry? It's raspberry. I thought it was a raspberry beer, or should I say stout? Yeah, raspberry. Sorry, raspberry. There's alcohol involved. What can I say? Gunwild. I uploaded 2 videos to BitChute last night, and only one finished rendering and was visible. Yeah, I feel your pain. I really wish it worked better. Gunwild. A package should be arriving at your house in the next day or two for Christine. I didn't want her to feel left out since you seem to get all the packages. Yeah, I never hear the end of it. Gunwild, Stephen Bush and I both got that flashlight too. Of course you did. You and probably 75 other people. Zeus, laugh out loud. Greasy intro. Gunwild, I wish Brynite would send out 2 batteries with their lights. Hell yeah, especially that bigger one. Didn't even know that battery existed until the fleshlight showed up. Gunwild, yes, we can have threaded barrels on rifles in California, not on handguns. What? You can't put a brake on a pistol? I've seen it. As a matter of fact, I know that there's a Huber brake on a pistol out there. J-Dog, here at home. McLean, hey Eric. I wrote one of my comments last review while I was on the Thunder Bucket. Can you guess which one? Tardisius, nice intro. Ride 'em, cowboy, you. And I can say, you know it. I like it, thanks. I'm going with you know it, because it seems the most sarcastic. Blue Dog, 260, 2 thumbs up. I need to play catch up. Well, I'll be your mustard, Huckleberry. Wade, finally got around to Brokeback Mountain. Can't say I didn't see that one coming. I think you spelt that wrong. Blue Dog, 260 again. Careful with the swamp stick. I had that once and penicillin didn't work. Ah, dude. Where the hell is your farm? You can't be too far from here. Because when you guys are getting screwed, so are we. Wade, smoked herring is good stuff. Next time you have Matt over, hold your finger under Matt's nose and ask, do you know who this is? Hey Matt, your sister says hi. Wade, I use jalapeno powder and sea salt for my goober's nice flavor and mild heat, which most of our customers prefer. I use it on fresh popcorn too. And I can say sounds great, good tip, thanks for sharing. I'm going with sounds great. Yeah, I'm thinking, Wade, unless you have a unique group of usuals, my last batch, I mean, I was up chowing down on goobers before I came down here to hang out with you guys, and I can say that my fingers actually, I could start to feel just opening the shells, but that was the perfect level. I will definitely be, that is the batch that I want to try again. Now the question is, should I try it with the Cajun ones and run it exactly like I did this to see, I'll probably do that to see how it turns out. I have one thing of the jalapeno onion, 1 bag of those left, and I have 2 bags of the Cajun seasoned ones. But yeah, I really didn't think that because I used the jalapeno onion ones that I would get the end result that I got, and that, like I said, that's the best batch. On the other thing is maybe it's just me, but when I know that it cooks for 4 hours, and the last time I believe it was 7.5 hours to when I opened it, took them out. This last time is basically I kept making sure, I kept checking on the pressure cooker, and as soon as the bobber dropped on its own, I didn't let them sit in there under, minor pressure, little to no pressure, but very hot water, or should I say the broth, very hot broth, for another 2.5+ hours like that first batch. As soon as it lost pressure and my bobber went down, that is when I opened it and then transferred it into the container that I store them in. And that is the best batch texture-wise too. There's some that were maybe just a little bit too, like, if you opened up the shell, grabbed a peanut, and squished it in your fingers, it would just, kind of look like it turned into like what a mashed potato would. And some of them definitely had a little bit more effort. Now, it wasn't like you had to chew it, or if you hit it with a hammer, it would still be a round peanut. It was just the absolute. There was nothing wrong with this last batch. I just don't know if it would be for everybody at the level of heat, because of the 5 pseudo fresh peppers. Again, I got them from Mark. I didn't think I was going to be able to use them in time. I pulled some out for myself, and then I basically froze all the rest, and that's what I used. And I didn't even thaw them out. I pulled them out of the freezer. I sliced them into 4 or 5 chunks and threw them right into the cooker. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, I could definitely use the water or the broth as a weapon. Blue Dog, binge watching the brew review. And I can say, hope you enjoy. Rock on. Awesome. Thank you. I'm going with rock on because he already knows that I would thank him. I might as well just, be funny. Blue Dog, 2 thumbs up on the, I guess I should pay attention to which ones that we're on. Flask number 108. Blue Dog, 2 thumbs up on hashtag 8646. Then he says, I need the intro babe's number. Sharky, Brokeback, Minnesota. Laugh out loud. You. Sharky, you don't have a fork down there? You can swim in survival gear. There must be a fork or a spoon or some sort of eating tool in one of those bags. Oh yeah, I know. In my big, massive bug-out bag with the first aid, everything in it, I know that there's one in there. And I know that there's forks and stuff over there, but they're like the camp utensils. It's more like a spork. And I needed something more pokey. Just going to leave that right there. Sharky, E10. Making burgers here. Needed something faster than normal to cook. Busy with work, and my PC blew up one of my hard drives. New PC is on its way. I've been postponing buying a new one for about 2 years now, so there's that. Go big or go home. E10. E10 is a miss. Oh, helping smile money all day long. Sharky, the Browning knife might be a $15 knife, but it ain't no VG10 steel for sure. Materials matter. Okay, that's fine. I get it. I see where you stand. Unsubbed. No, just kidding. Well, right off the bat, it's discouraging to see that the I can't tell you what kind of steel it is, but I can tell you it was made in China. I just wish they would have made the thing a little bit more beefy, you know? If you're going to use good steel, make a good knife. Sharky, SH, now I need a pool too. Thanks, Tosser. And I can say yes you do anytime. You and me both. I'm just going to go with you and me both. Last comment. from an hour and 55 minutes ago was Douglas saying cowboy wrestling. Okay. I guess I'm, being that it's a full beer, I'm bringing this to the Ed Club, Mr. Holster, and Justin. But Wheez The Ju Uuuuuuuice, double dry hopped IPA. Like I said, unfortunately, weighing in. Where did I see this? It's like a little tiny. Break out the magnifying glass. Maybe I should double check. I thought that said 6. Yeah. It's only 6%, which actually kind of surprises me. I don't think you should use the words double anything. You know, it's really not bad. I mean, this is kind of. I knew I was getting into something like this when I purchased it, and I know I turn into a little baby bitching about it if it gets much warmer than it is right now. Needs to be nice and cold. Those flavors. Again, being able to say grapefruit to describe my IPAs isn't my favorite thing. Almost like Stephen Bush. You know, if you're gonna have something like this and it's just gonna be like some just nice and just a big nasty dry bitter bomb that lights me up when I drink it, but it's not quite going there. But overall, I'm going to give it a 7. Okay. First in the club is Harmar saying, cheers, clubbers. Bunch of beers. 316-21. Jay from Elite Ammunition on the Dragon's Milk. Jay on the wrong video. Knives like the yellow one I call out directly whenever I'm watching the BSA and the Cub Scout knife class as crap knives to stay away from. My primary contention is if you're working with it and really putting it to the task, not only can you release and close on your fingers, but the little hook can break completely. The knife close on your fingers. I think it's a typo if it is a $90 knife and sit below the fancy truck stop knife display. Well, it might be mostly because of that VG10 steel, but it's the knife of the month. That's all I can tell you. It's the knife of the month, and they're supposed to be $100 to more a piece. What are we talking about? We're talking about this one. But yeah, you know, if you got one of your scouts, Jay, working with it, and they're doing whatever, I told you it was completely an accident. I just had my thumb setting there, and I tapped a box. Again, I can't get it to do it. Like, oh shit! I just did it anyway. I'm all the way at the end, just so that nobody can say I'm pushing on it. And I'm hitting the plastic mag for the hold the lower, the mag holder. No, They say it's a $90 knife. I mean, Jay, if you want to double check for yourself, I mean, I don't know. Does Revolt? Revote, I don't know if they have, well, here, RevoteKnives.com. If the camera chooses to play. RevoteKnives.com. I might have to go over there and look and see if this even lists. I mean, I don't know if this was an exclusive. I don't think it was an exclusive for BattleBox. The rotor. Smart money. Little later than normal. Cheers, clubbers. Steven, Fart Club. Come on, Eric. Rip one for us. I can't right now. I'm like shit. Gunwild. What kind of jerky is on the menu today? Platypus? Cheers. That's kind of funny, Gunwild. No, it's Blake Brothers Carolina Reaper prepared beef jerky. But the one I like more is the Papa Dan's Carolina Reaper. Don't rub your eyes. Don't rub your eyes. And last in is J-Dog Heart Club Mr. Holster. Okay, we're an hour. Okay. Cheers. Hope everybody got your numbers written down. And I will see you. It's all good that Reaper hits the very back of your throat. Then it's like, hello, how are you? So, otherwise, stay safe and take care of yourselves. Cheers.